Well, hurry up and start the show then, G. People been waiting on you all day. I'm so wait till everybody come in. Why you gotta wait, man, to start the show? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, come on, come on. Yeah. Yo, G. I see y'all coming in. We got to the car. Pretty King. What's going on? Is it now? I see him now. On the Team Bill Show. 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 Come and be a member, y'all. On the Team Bill Show. On the Team Bill Show. Come and be a member, y'all. On the Team Bill Show. On the Team Bill Show. Come and be a member, y'all. On the Team Bill Show. On the Team Bill Show. What's up? What is that, bro? Alright, this fight work, buddy, man. I'm staying on my Instagram today. Paperwork to producer, ain't got nothing to do with the video. They on my Instagram, and they just paperwork and Jesus. Subscribe and hit the like button. It's touching on YouTube. We ain't going to share the button. Cash out, thank family. Test it. Tune in, we probably did it. On the Team Bill Show. On the Team Bill Show. Come and be a member. On the Team Bill Show. On the Team Bill Show. Come and be a member. On the Team Bill Show. On the Team Bill Show. Come and be a member. On the Team Bill Show. On the Team Bill Show. Come and be a member. On the Team Bill Show. On the Team Bill Show. Come and be a member. On the Team Bill Show. On the Team Bill Show. Paperwork a producer. Paperwork a producer. Paperwork a producer. We sliding like producer. Paperwork a producer. Paperwork a producer. That's what it is. Paperwork a producer. Boy, Team Bill, man. Paperwork a paperwork. We sliding like producer. Paperwork a producer. Paperwork a producer. That's on that Team Bill Show. Let go. Hey, y'all, man. Long time no see. I'm glad to be in here today, man, because people was worried about me. I started getting all kind of texts and what do you call that? DMs. People stopped buying my book. They thought I was, I thought people think you're dead. They supposed to buy your book. This is the least amount of sales I got since I had the book. I think so far I got like about 45 sales this month. I'm usually doing 150, close to 150 more in a month or better. Hey, Monique Mitchell, she been a member for 6 months. What's good, Monique? Well, anyway, man, I got a lot of shit to talk about. And I couldn't title it the way I wanted to title it, but y'all gonna get to the people who come here. After I do this show, I'm gonna have my man come in and cut it up and piece it up and do like everybody else do, because
people don't sit there and watch the hour show and, you know, because unless they working some kind of late night job and they can go back and rewind it and do all this other shit. But Angela French, what's up with you? Bree, what up? Bree is a member. Bree said she saw me on the float yesterday. Yeah, Bree, I'm going to talk about that first. The BRUHS Corridor 5. Yo, I want to shout out to all the BRUHS in New York City for coming out yesterday. They came out yesterday and they showed out. You understand? I appreciate the brothers from KO, the brothers from Zi-Fi, all the brothers from around the New York City area, Epsilon. They came out and BRUHS showed out. A lot of them young BRUHS, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different way from we used to step. And we used to do chants and everything like that. And I guess that ain't really a part of what they doing now, but thanks for coming out, BRUHS. Y'all did y'all thing yesterday up in Harlem. Appreciate y'all. Loving Miss Self. Okay, loving myself. Oh, loving myself. Me too, 8477. I do love me some me. Yo, so thanks for bringing that up. I'll shout that out. Purple Moon, what's good with you out there? Purple Moon is a member. Yo, I got a lot of shit to talk about that. And some of this shit got to be secretive. We can't let nobody know. Some of this shit we got to have on the shh, hush, hush. Some of y'all thought I'd say down low. We don't do the down low shit over here. That's for a lot of them other podcasters. So we going to talk about some people. So the first one I want to say something about is, no, I'm going to say this about this. From my understanding, I don't have the official, and I didn't see the official autopsy report. And I know people on the internet is talking all about Trey Reed. And I know y'all know who I'm talking about. The young kid that was found hanged down at Delta State University. Now, what I know is that he's not the first Black kid that's been found hanged in the South. There are numerous of other hanging that's been going on. And what I've heard, and I've said heard, because I don't have any official report. In his case situation, there were a couple of limbs that were broken. So they're wondering how he got to the point where he could climb a tree and hang himself. I would like the official report, because if he climbed a tree, there's got to be his DNA on the tree from climbing it. There must be, and how did it is down there where they at, it must be some kind of DNA that he had that's on the tree. One of his relatives said that both of his legs were broken. So we got to figure out, and if they doing a proper investigation and having forensics out there, they got to show some kind of evidence that this kid hung himself. Jeez, Angela French, you ain't know that? Mr. VIP 317, you ain't hear about that? Come on, man, I know y'all, I know other podcasters and people was talking about that, especially in the Black community. Andrew said, nope, she ain't know. I don't trust M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback, I either. Dion, what up with you, Dion? I'll be home next week. All right? That's my brother from another mother. Yeah, Kevin said 20 years old. Kevin, let me put that up there, bro. Yeah, that's what his family members are saying. He was happy-go-lucky. He was happy-go-unlucky. But his family member was said he was happy-go-lucky. Now, I want to see who he was dating. Where he was working at. Because if he was dating one of them snow bunnies, we know something's wrong with that. They still act like that in parts of Mississippi. Flo said, I heard that about it. He didn't get up in the tree by himself. Exactly. Was it true that his legs was broken, Flo? Because you probably know more about it. I'm just mentioning and bringing it to people's attention so they could do their own investigation and go read up on something and see what's going on. And then probably bring it back and we all talk about it and learn about it. But we got to understand it's a lot of stuff going on and we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. I got my little pen. I got my paper. I got the pen and the paper. And we're going to talk about it. Because it's a lot of stuff that we can't say. I know it's going to be YouTubers that's going to call in and tell on me. But don't care. But I'm going to let y'all know. And y'all can repeat it on the channel y'allself. Okay? Y'all can repeat it on the channel y'allself. Y'all can put it in the comments. Y'all can put it in the comments. I'm asking y'all to help me put it in the comments. Right. Now, before I get to this, I need to know this because I just had a conversation with somebody. I can't mention her name because I never heard about this in my life. And I need at least 10 people on this channel that says they used to eat this themselves. Tell the truth now. I want y'all to tell the truth because I know it's all kind of delicacies throughout this country from different cultures, different people. But I want to know 10 people on this channel to tell the truth. All right, first and foremost, I want everybody to put their right hand up. Let me say, do I got a Bible around here? I gotta have a Bible. I gotta have a Bible around here somewhere. Lord have mercy. Oh my soul. How many chickens have I stole? Where's my Bible? Where's Where's my Bible? What? I can't. Okay, I don't have no Bible. But we gonna put up Gene Deal book, Life After Death, after life after death, with Bodyguard and Hip Hop Star. This is book 1. This is book 2. My last book 1 is in here. A young man sent me his money and didn't send no information with it. So he round the house going to the mailbox every day, wondering how I know where he live at. Like I got a crystal ball. So his books is just sitting right up in here. Let me see if I can say this guy's name. Maybe some of y'all know him. Sitting there sending somebody money for a book that I told, and I sent him $1 back and say, bruh, put your information in the description, plus you was $10 short. He sent me the $10 and didn't put his information in the description. Let's see what his name is. Roger Butler. Roger, send me a damn address, Roger. God, I thank you for the support, Roger. But you're driving me crazy. Anyway, now, get the Bible. Put your right hand on it, y'all. Or is it left hand? Your right hand up. Yeah, your right hand up. Your left hand on the Bible. I promise to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, the whole truth. And I'm going to let the people know that I'm telling the God honest truth. And I'm going to put my comment, and Gene going to call my comment out. Now, did anybody follow me? I want to know if anybody following me. Let me see who's going to tell the truth. Kay, Kay going to tell me the Bible. Jersey Rick said he going to tell the truth. Renee Woolley, she said Sheila Rickett, she said she going to tell the truth. Khalid, what up with you, boy? Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody say going to tell the truth. Now, y'all going to think this is some crazy shit. Now, when I heard it, I never, ever heard of this before in my life. I swear for living Jesus. And I'm going to get to the business at hand, but I think that, some people might have a rough day at work. They might need to hear this. You understand? I've been having a rough month. August the 26th, accident, truck get crashed. Same day, my uncle, one of my favorite uncles, Don, died. They found him in the bed. He was dead out there in California. You understand? The neighbor said about a week ago, he seen him take out the trash, and the can was still in the same spot. And that wasn't like him. They did a wellness check. They went in the wellness check, and he dead as a doorknob in the bed. Right? Then last week, my dad's oldest brother died. That's the Robinsons is done. Marlon is the last boy from the clan. Me and Marlon, but all my dad's brothers and sisters is dead now. So his oldest brother just died last Thursday. on the 16th, whenever the 16th was, he died. So I know that's just life, and I want y'all to understand that that's just the course of life that we live. You know, my uncle in the 60s was a famous dude out there in Chicago. Him and my father was actually on the, well, he mostly was on that rodeo shit circuit. And they was doing their thing with horses. They were horsemen. And the Jet magazine did an article on my uncle. My uncle that was out there in Chicago. Jet magazine did an article on him. The only thing was wrong with my uncle to me, he pledged Kappa. He pledged K.A. Psi. When I called him in my college, I was like, yo, I'm finna pledge. You got to send me that money. He said, you getting on? I said, you got to send me some money, huh? I'm about to pledge. He didn't know I was pledging Q. Marlon Cozy, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, so I had two uncles that died in a matter of 2 weeks from each other, I guess. One on my mother's side and one on my father's side. But that's the course of life. I'm trying to show you whereas I got to get better with this. I always say that. And don't do a damn thing. Oh, I might find it right here. I might find this because let me see something right here. Hold on. 1 second. I know I sent it to somebody back in the back. Then I'm gonna get on with this. I know people talking about, yo, you come online, man, and you should have that shit ready. Get out of here. No, I don't have it ready. I didn't have it ready. No, don't have it ready. But I know I sent it to somebody. I sent it to Doris. Yeah. Hold on. How can I find it, John? What's the easy way to find? Should I put Jet Magazine in there or something? Well, anyway, hold on. I'm gonna give me two. Give me 1 more minute, y'all. 1 more minute. Out of damn Texas. I can't find it. Well, anyway, when I'm gonna post a picture up there. How about that? Let me try right here. Trey. Put Uncle John. Nope. Don't have it. Let me put picture of cowboy. Don't have it. Anyway, he was in the Jet magazine in an article called "They Shoot Horses." They shoot horses. He was in the magazine for that one. Right? And it was in the Jet. And so I know some of y'all saying, a few of y'all don't even know what the damn Jet magazine is. But the Jet magazine is the magazine that used to have all the bad centerfolds in there. And the only reason we got the Jet magazine was to look at the middle picture of all the models that used to come there. And that's where you would see 36, 24, 36. They would always have 36, 24, 36, 36. It was like, do the women got any other frame? It was when they was real. Now, y'all probably already seen this behind me. That's a picture of my old man right there. That's my father. That horse, smart like a motherfucking dog. He can have that horse do the same shit a dog do. Yo, this motherfucker trained the shit out. Excuse me for my language. He trained the shit out that horse. So let me finish this. I'm gonna get back on the subject, y'all. Let's see if I got Uncle John thing in here. Pay homage. He ain't gonna be here. Yo, give me some time, y'all. He ain't gonna be here no more. He's gone. Here you go, right here. Let me do it. That's an article on my uncle. He was in Jet magazine, a place in Chicago. Hold on. He had a store in Chicago. Shout out to my man Al out there in Chicago. Al did me a solid today. Appreciate you, Al. My uncle's in Jet magazine. That was big for, that was big. God bless John Robinson. He pledged Kappa Alpha Psi out there in Southern Illinois University, SIU Carbondale. He's gone and he will be missed. Now, I'll let that out. That's over with. I ask y'all to put y'all hands on the Bible and tell the truth. Law student from Cali. Hey, with your law student from Cali. Yo, I need y'all to tell me the truth because I was dumbfounded because I never heard of this before in my life. I know, let it out, Gene, let it out. Y'all gonna say, yo, Gene, you had us wait for this bullshit? Yeah, I did. But I really need to know this, y'all. Let me see the chat. Let me get it right. Have y'all ever ate pickled pig lips and potato chips? Tell the truth, y'all. Have you ever heard of that before? Pickled pig lips and potato chips. They had the nerve to send me the bottle because I didn't believe it. Bree said no. Angela Duncan said no. No way. Jamie, it's a way. No pork on my fork, King David. Meat you. Hold up. Sound nasty. Nope. Hog head, cheese, and chips. Yeah, I said pickled pork lips and potato chips. Yo, look. And you can order that shit on Amazon. Yo, it is so. Pam. Jersey said pigs have lips. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Love myself 8477. Love my look right here. She ain't you had it before? Hold up. Love myself said she had it before. Sharon Middleton said no, no, no. Sheila Rickett said nope. That's how my Pamela Lee said Amazon got everything. Pam, you gotta say ERRTHANG, everything. Amazon got everything. All right, we know they have snouts. They got a bottom lip. They got a bottom lip. They got the snout, and they got a bottom lip. They got a lip because they got a mouth. Get out of here. Somebody trying to pass some bad information. Pigs don't have lips. They got a snout. Quincy said, shit, they eat every part of the pig. We got one person I knew. Oh, hold on. Mel Flo. Look at what Mel Flo said. Before I get to this other part, y'all. I sent that Gene deal. This girl was at a hair salon and she went and got her some pickle lips with some chips. No, I have never ate that before. Oh, you never ate it, but you seen some. Yeah, right, Mel. Yeah, right, Mel. She said somebody went to the store and got some pickled chips and potato chips. Pickle lips and some potato chips. Where was that store at, Mel? What store was that at, Mel? No, Mel, listen here. I'm not trying to say that you ain't being truthful. Me, Flo. Is that me? I can't really see. That's me, Flo, right? Me, Flo, I'm not saying that you ain't truthful. Because I'm going to get to this information in 1 minute. I'm going to tell you the real reason why. And I'm going to ask y'all first. And if anybody got my first book, I'll send them the second book for free if they get it right. Why Charlie was red-rummed. All right? Derek Brown said that's plantation food. I guess Bones said 69. I had pickled pork ears. Oh my God. Love myself said, yes, sir. Don't judge me. Love yourself, myself, whatever. I'm not judging you. We listen and we don't judge. She. Ah! Woo. Lathan Garner said they never had it, but it was passed on. Okay. Oh, your grandma used to make barbecue chitlins. They used to cook chitlins in our house. Mom be sitting up there cleaning them shits all day. King David, they eat that. I heard they used to say that they eat it from the rooter to the tutor. You eat pig ass too? They eat it from the rooter to the tutor. Yo, listen here, man. Thank y'all for taking this time out with me, man. And let's get down to business right here. So now, do anybody really know why that dude, Charlie Kirk, had to die? Do anybody want to give me their opinion on the live? Do anybody want to call in on the live and get their opinion before I break it down? Let me know if you want to call in on the live. All right? Y'all got my 201 number, 969-6168. Y'all call in on the live. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. I want to hear 2 minutes of commentary or somebody want to tell me why did he have to die. Oh, Khalid just called in. Okay. Taylor, what's going on with you, bro?
Man, he was talking about Israel.
Huh?
He was talking about Israel. I got it, didn't I?
Nope. But you close.
Didn't?
You close. You close. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I got talking about Israel and the things going on with American Israel and how Israel was whatever he's saying it was. So I'm gonna wait for you to commentate and put it in the chat. But I had to call in and see if I won a book. I was gonna give it to somebody.
You close. You close.
Okay. If don't nobody get it and close win a book.
I know that you have a book. Close may get it.
Okay, because I'm gonna bless somebody. All right,
later.
All right, peace.
Hey, Monique.
Hey, Gene, how are you?
Hey, what's going on? You want to give your commentary on why Charlie was murdered?
Yes, I would have to say that he was unalived, basically, for he knew a little bit of truth. And I would have to say that that truth that he knew about is basically that our country, this beautiful USA, has been handed over to the man that even our president can't stop. And they call him Net Any Ahu. I'm just not trying to say the complete name. And if we think about that and we go deeper into our history, you know, we can take it all the way back to JFK. And when JFK was unalived, and we just have to know that the warring that we see between I and P, I was behind it. So everyone just know that we're not a sovereign nation because we're being controlled by the I. And it's not a theory, it's the truth. And it's just that, nobody wants to really say it out loud, but I believe that's why he was unalived. And that's my take on it. Yeah.
Well, give that girl a Pabst Blue Ribbon. That's close. That's good. That's one of the best ones. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
And have a great, fantastic week, everyone.
Okay.
And that's my take on it.
That's the law student from Cali.
Yes, yes, yes. Peace and blessings. And I'll talk to you later. I'm back in the chat.
All right. Okay. Appreciate you. We might not can use her because she's a law student. So she be around them real extra kind of smart people and everything. So I don't know. I might just have to just like, yeah. But that was good. That was great. That was great. Do y'all know that that was a planned assassination by y'all write this word on there. That was a planned assassination by the Let me tell you, if they got that kid running across the roof and tried to say he had a 30-06 in his pants, they lying and the truth ain't in him. There's no way that dude had a wound go through his neck. A 30-06 round would have exploded his whole head. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? A 30-06 round would explode his whole, all this shit would have been torn off. You wouldn't have seen no neck. You would have seen gristle. Joyce Taylor, yeah, I'm right. They had a bottom lip. She's back at the Joyce thinking about Joyce over there licking her lips like she's thinking about them pig lips and chips. She said, "You right, Big Gene. They got a bottom lip." Joyce, lay off them pig lips and chips. $12 you had some pig lips with some potato salad? So now, if they have him running across the roof, I wrote this down in my, I wrote it down, put it in my phone. Corey out there in Kentucky, this was Corey said. They killed that man because it helped keep us divided and wrapped up in drama and conspiracy instead of paying attention to what really going on and what we should be paying attention to. That's the rapture and the second coming of Jesus Christ himself. It is coming sooner than we may think. I don't like to get in conversation about Jesus Christ with nobody, but I can tell you this, Corey. Everybody and what you know about Jesus Christ and the perspective of Jesus Christ and what you've been taught in the King James Version and different textures through my research of Jesus Christ, you're wrong. Anything that you know to be true or think to be true about Christ that you found in the King James Version or any version of the Bible that they have put into us over here in the USA is wrong. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Now, is there anybody else in here that want to text me and let me know what they believe or what they think is the reason why Charlie was unalived? Because it was a planned assassination. From where that guy was at, the trajectory, 200 and some yards, Charlie was sitting downward in like a pit. And that bullet had to go through all those people before they get it. And you see how the shot was. The shot wasn't going down. The shot went straight. And then they try to tell you it's a 30-yard six. Somebody go on the internet and you find out what a 30-yard sixer will do to you. We got something from Elvis, my man Polo Vision. Charlie Kirk got murked because it was against Israel and he was telling them to release the Epstein file. That was good. But it's something that it's a little bit more than that. Some people are going to say it's political views and the whole 9 yards. and all that. Y'all ready for me to tell y'all? That kid wasn't no sniper. It was somebody in the crowd. There was somebody in that crowd. From the trajectory of where that gun, that thing hit that kid at, I don't want to mark myself. What's some wood at? That old time shit. Knock on wood. Everything that people were saying about the, y'all know what that is. Honey Butter, are you looking? Can you put that, you know what that word is? Everything somebody's saying about that and this, Malik said he was shot within the crowd. Jersey Rick said because he spoke evil words, he caused his own death. I'm familiar with that. He was talking what Jersey Rick is talking about. He said Proverbs 12:18 said the word is as reckless as it appears like the sword, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Charlie spoke evil words, he caused his own death. Charlie said that they should bring back executions and put them live on TV, and Coca-Cola should sponsor it. He was drinking a Coca-Cola when he was executed live on TV. The power is in the tongue. The power is in the word. The word is God, and God was the word. Zero Tolerance said he spoke bigotry, and that was his job. See, y'all got to understand, and I told y'all that the day I did a show the day he got shot. I followed some of this stuff prior to him being shot. And this dude, what he did was, and y'all got to understand this, is that I told y'all they was making him to the new Rush Limbaugh. But see, the thing about it is that he got so big so quick in those college campuses, and he was going to recruiting for a party that did not represent or did not like the so now I'm wrong about what? Because I haven't said anything yet. Karen, I'm wrong about what? Let me tell you something. Oh, there's 195 countries in this world. There's 195 countries in this world. And this is going to shock you. There's been 195 countries in this world. And I got to let y'all know this. Mhm. And they got over 5,999 satellites up in orbit. United States own about 3,000 of those. Uh, Russia about 190. China about 1,900. Y'all got to understand is that they have satellites for everything in the United States of America. Why is United States of America has close to 3,000 and some odd satellites up in orbit? And about 1,900 of those are commercial satellites. It's not owned by the government, but people are paying the government to keep them in space. Now, check this out. That kid who allegedly is the gunman got the right to prove guilty, this, that, and the third. It's no way he was going, you saw him run across that roof that you seen a gun on that kid. And there's no way after he shot Charlie Kirk that he could break that gun down in that quick amount of time, that heavy ass weapon, break it down like that. It's no way possible. But you go ahead and believe what the government said about it. I'm still waiting on your comment, Karen. All right. So now, yes, people was right about he spoke against Israel and everything. He spoke against a lot of things. He spoke against the DIE or whatever, yeah, the DEI. He spoke against all that. And a lot of that shit, I don't believe he believed it. It's just that it was money-making scheme like that. He was making money for a certain party, the Republican Party, and he was getting the youth involved. He was getting the youth involved. Uh, there's certain outlets that he felt it was trying to buy him off, invite him over to Israel, and tried to take large sums of money from them. He was afraid, and he expressed that they were trying to bribe him into changing his views, telling him to come over to Israel and the whole 9 yards. Now, I don't know nobody else who spit the hate that he was spitting. That the president of the United States of America invites him. Well, I know he's helped raise millions of dollars for his campaign. They probably end up going to his pocket. So now, look at this. They trying to control us in a sense, whereas that they trying to make it whereas that you can't even criticize politicians anymore. They trying to make a law that you cannot criticize people that have political power. That means any politician that you don't like, you can't say shit about it. Because they trying to use this boy's death and make him a political, like he was in some kind of a political party. We know he was Republican and stuff like that, but he was in a party, whereas that it made him a political activist. And now they kind of do a political party, a politician. We have the LGBT has one of those. What is it? Hold on. The LGBT has it. The Asian has it. The who else? The Asian has it. The LGBT. The Jews have it. All of them have this bill. What is it? It's not defamation. It's when you're going against somebody's race. I know it's getting late for me. When you're going, come on, y'all help. Y'all in this shit with me. No. Hate crime bill. Thank you. Who was that? Who was that? Hey, 12 star. Thank you. Yeah. They trying to pass a political hate crime bill. You understand? A political, not a political hate crime bill, a political hate crime bill, so that you cannot even criticize a politician, let alone say some bad and evil shit about it, but you won't be able to criticize them or nothing because they putting up a hate crime bill for politicians. That's what they trying to get through the city. Once they do that hate crime bill, for the politicians, you ain't gonna be able to say nothing bad. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing bad to them. Well, I don't think people should be doing nothing bad to them, but you ain't gonna be able to talk bad about them because they putting up a hate crime bill. They trying to pass a hate crime bill for the politicians, and this kid was not a politician, not at all. Oh yes, they're trying to cancel free speech, and they definitely gonna do it. So you YouTubers, you have to find a whole nother occupation. This is going to become obsolete. If you think this is going to go on where you being able to communicate with the world, it's what you say go all over the world, you got another thing coming. You're not going to be able to do this shit. Yeah. Somebody was saying, as long as we fight against each other, that's quiet crying and quit crying and figure it out. As long as we fight amongst each other, we will never be able to rise up and fight against the real enemy. And that's what they want you to do. And they want you to keep saying that stuff. I think people know what a real enemy is at this time. I just had a few people respond. So now, they put up that hate crime bill that you say anything wrong to a person in political power, something might happen to you. You might come up missing. You might come up missing. Let me see where I'm at. See, listen here, y'all. People think they just trying to divide, make some diversity, and they want to start a civil war. I hear all that dumb shit. They don't want to do that. That ain't what they trying to do. They trying to stop the currency, make everybody use their phone, pay for shit over the phone, the whole 9 yards. They trying to stop the revolution that was going to come. And they feared that the fact Charlie might be one of the people who may have stood corrected, that he may lead one of the revolutions that was going down against that he might start up a revolution against him. That's why they were begging him to come there. Yeah, Keisha, the guy they got is not the gunman. Yeah, they have a hold on this part of the country. Kamala Harris wouldn't have did nothing. Not at all. J Love, look here, me good, my G. We got the freedom of speech as long as it ain't nobody listening, because the CIA, FBI, NSA will be in our life, destroying it, and we never know in it. Trying to read some of this stuff, y'all. It's more than freedom of speech. You got to realize they trying to pass a bill that's saying that you cannot talk about politicians. They're trying to do a hate crime big bill for politicians. What may Big tell you his whole life story? Florida native. I could tell you that me and Big was laughing and joking. His mother, I was telling some of the stuff I knew. I cannot tell you why that kid told me his whole life story in that time. But I mentioned everything that he told me. And by me mentioning what he told me, other people have came back and said they heard, and it wasn't from me. It was been from the fact they deciphered Big's information like that, and then brought it to the YouTube world to make money off of it. I was just telling the story. But what happened? Now, what else I said? I wrote this stuff down. Now, my thoughts of it is that, in a whole nutshell, this dude his rise was up there so far that it was crazy. And since the kidneys, I never seen white guy rose up in the ranks right there and had respect, even though the stuff that he was talking was crazy. He had mad respect around the USA. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a glass show real soon, me and Miss Pleasant. What questions you got, Honey Butter? Text me your questions. Honey Butter, if you're talking to me, Honey Butter, she said she got some questions. Good night. Loving yourself. Honey Butter, you loving yourself. EBS, what's your questions? And if you got 100 questions, get a podcast. I'll come on. The glass show, I'm going to give a glass show. I'll give a glass show tomorrow, and we'll make it about, and I'm telling you the God honest truth, I'm going to give you a glass show tomorrow, and it's going to be, do you think AI is going to take over the way we meet and make love? And have you ever had phone sex? Phone sex, not sex with the phone, talking on the phone with somebody, and phone sex. That's going to be the topic tomorrow. Unless y'all can come up with a better topic. So we're gonna get I might bring Miss Pleasant on too tomorrow. So now, let me get this straight. Let me tell y'all. Some people was trying to pay Charlie off. They was trying to give him money to stop doing some of the rhetoric that he was doing. You understand? And there's only a group of people who gonna come at you like that. So that group of people came at him and was trying to get him out there in the other country that allegedly was a gift to them. So they were trying to get, and he refused to meet with them. He changed security details about a week before he was supposed to do that. That speech in you though. So now, because of that and the hate that he was spreading anyway, they felt that it was necessary that this man was going to grow so big, because you got to realize he was getting college students to follow him. No, I haven't spoke to Tish Tales lately. So if that is the case, Gene, so you gotta keep getting your truthfulness out. Yeah, but like you don't think that, getting your truthfulness off could cost you your life. I got guys threatening me all the time. I got guys, on some ignorance, some real ignorant shit, and a few women. I tell everybody, I got my ass whooped and I was abused as a child. So don't put your hands on me. It's gonna be a whole different story. Cause I'm going all the way out like that. Abigail, do I really think what? I'm reading some of y'all comments. Right. So now what we gotta understand is that if they have the power to do that in front of the nation, TV, TV shows, everything. They did that in front of everybody and want us to believe somebody with a 20 a rifle, since that rifle come back right in 2014 or something like that. Or no. That rifle came around in like 1946, around that time. That 30-06. That was a Vietnam. Not Vietnam. That was like World War One. A gun that was over in World War One and stuff like that. His grandfather. It was his gun. His grandfather gun. So the individual that who shot it knew that it had to be some kind of plan. Because I'm telling y'all, if they got that guy running across the roof, they got a satellite picture of him laying on the roof. They showed us what they wanted to show us. They showed us what they wanted to show us. And that's point blank. I truly believe that this guy's his family was nobody big in politics, you know, and where you came from, like you said, a lot of people ain't heard about him until he had his death. So to think that what you said, let me see. I'm looking at your stuff, lock and loading. I'm sorry about that. Okay, they they rule now and have for a very long time. Why we see things getting too crazy lately, and because they know something is coming, they will be trying to convince you to evil. I don't know where you get that from, but I hear you. Why he taking the fall? He didn't know he was going to take the fall, Miss Duncan. You don't know these people are going to build you up so quick and then have you take the fall for that. You don't know that. And then when he realized that he was going to be the martyr, he was going to have to take the fall and everything like that. He may have wanted to try to get out of it and didn't know how, and didn't know how to get out of it. No, it doesn't add up. And they won't let you add up lock and load because what happens is that they want to keep you in a dispense in a stage of mind that you always on defense. And if you're in a stage of mind where you always on defense, you can't get nothing done. Exactly. I refuse to believe that the young boy did it. I feel like a movie was already been made about this. Miss Amy, I refuse it. It is, but he's taking a fall for it because he probably was offered a lot of money to do so, and I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to figure it out. but it just seemed like they got their hand all in it. Certain faction of the have their hands all in this, all in this. Yeah, I was reading some of the stuff. Let me just stop that and just get back to this, man. Because and tell y'all what I know that because he was fighting with them so hard and not accepting anything, the people who wanted him out of here resigned because they was trying to get for his organization. They was trying to get him over in that part of the country where they live. They was trying to get him over there. Hi, Gene. I just caught your live. I can't sleep. It's 3 a.m. in Dublin. I can't. Sorry about that, man. We was talking about this Charlie Kirk thing and why they trying to make it seem like they didn't know there was a planned assassination, that it wasn't a planned hit. And the fact of the matter, because that dude was 200 yards away, shooting down, you understand? Shooting down. But the bullet don't come in like that on Charlie. Like that, it came straight in on his person. Hmm. What's the Fall of America by a law student from Cali? Stop, Mr. Gene. BB went on TV twice. It had nothing to do with his death. Only the foremost. This is one of the only places you have the ability to see her real truth. All networks and news is compromised. They own that shit. Yeah, you're right. And that's why they're going to stop this. That's why they're going to stop this. They're going to stop the YouTube, the different channels and stuff like that. Especially, they're going to start with finding people and being able to find people when they search, when they say certain things and they deem for it to be untrue. Watch them start finding people. It's going to be crazy. They're going to start finding people. They're going to start bringing people up on charges. especially when you lie about stuff and you know it's not true. We'll see. See, America, people think America getting on their knees because of, and all this shit is going down because of it's a race war. What happens is this: the internet has shown people that all the, and we're the only ones that don't know this. Black Americans is the only one don't know this, that all the people in America back in the day did not come from Africa by way of slave ship. Some of us walked across, our ancestors walked across the Bering Straits. You understand? And that was over 50,000 years ago. The people were already here. If you read Columbus papers, he says that there were already African people here. So knowing all that and knowing that our people are indigenous, what happens is that all that stuff is coming out. All the you look on all the inventors, everything that we know, we have to take back our power. We have to take back who we are as a people. We have to talk about take back that we were the first engineers, we was the first scientists, we was the first doctors, and take all that information and feed it to the kids where it empowered them to want to do great. Y'all don't hear me though. Okay, Cicely Thorne. Appreciate it, Cicely Thorne. And that's what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? And we got to start by training people that Christ, we got to train people, let people know that Christ ain't who they think he was. He was, his purpose was not as what they have on a Christian, his in the Christian books and stuff like that. His purpose was to teach us the knowledge of being God, having God within yourself. That's what Christ's purpose was. That's why he traveled all over the world, all over the countries, different countries, and gained their knowledge. Oh yeah, they got a lot of this computer, this AI shit is tearing up the internet. Well, anyway, I gave y'all an hour, 40 minutes. I'm getting tired. Probably nodded off and went to sleep a couple times and all this and that. But we definitely gonna do a glass show tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do it on, like I said, phone sex. Is it healthy or is it dangerous? That can't be dangerous. Phone sex. Is it healthy in a relationship? Or is your bill gonna go up sky high? I did you. Zell me mines. What? But we'll talk about that tomorrow, y'all. Y'all be good. Thank you for your time. Peace.